let's get into our box. So when you first log in, you're going to see a display screen. And a lot of what I'm initially going to go over is just navigation, so you're kind of familiar with where the things are and what things kind of do before really getting into setups and configuration of the device.
Real quick, can I ask you a quick question about this
Yeah.
initial? I know your back devices come with two USB ports and an HDMI port. I thought that if you had a monitor hooked up and keyboard and mouse, that you could program directly from the AI box, but that's not the case, right? You got to log in.
No, it's not. What happened is when you connect the monitor, you're just going to see this screen here. It's just an output display. So now the benefit to that is it's kind of like a spot out monitor. You know, we've got, as you can see, you can see the analytics showing on these displays. Again, different situations, different deployments require different configurations. So flexibility is the key to being able to provide solutions that cover as many different scenarios as possible. The AI box, you can connect a monitor to it, and a monitoring agent can now watch the displays and see what's going on from an analytic standpoint. The reason you might do this is you may have different monitoring agents at different levels of access credentials. And what I mean by that is not necessarily login, but just authority to view stuff or not view stuff. So if let's just say I'm a tier 1, then I'm more than likely looking at the VMS client, which is just giving me the regular images, and if any alert that's on my level of accessibility would pop up there. The other reason why you might do this is, and this comes down to just understanding what resources your hardware affords you. Your client workstation, which is displaying that VMS client, it may not be the world's most powerfulest, in which case it may barely be showing what channels you have now. And so to add additional channels to it for display may tax it beyond its usability. So again, plug in a VGA plug into the back of the AI box. You've got your monitor. With that USB mouse, you can typically come down and you can change what's on display.
Right.
That, and you can come down here to arm, disarm.
But the keyboard doesn't serve any purpose, right?
No. I tend to think of it like a spot out. And in the same way you would use a spot out is the same way in which the intended purpose of that port is on the AI box. Again, it's to serve different deployment needs. So generally that's more or less the output that you're going to see from that. Going back to the PC side, to the browser interface, you're going to have up here the user, who's ever logged into it right now, you're going to see. And you got the option of logging out of this live view back into a logged out statement or state.